So I am here at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, delighted and the pleasure to talk to Michael Bridge of Sky Sports News just after the launch press conference ahead of a big fight here at the stadium between Eubank Jr. and Benn. First of all, how you doing, my friend?
Yeah, good, very good. How are you?
I'm doing fabulous, thank you. We just want to get straight into it because obviously time is of the essence. What is your reaction following today's press conference?
Well, look, I think it started off as a little bit somber because of obviously the awful news regarding Ricky Hatton. Then the press conference got underway and Eubank Jr. He made some quite big accusations. One of the biggest accusations was accusing Team Benn, Team Matchroom, what you will, and of not letting his ambulance leave the stadium. Obviously, he suffered severe dehydration. He was kept in hospital for a few days. Quite the accusation. Eddie Hearn wasn't very happy about it. Of course, Eddie and Eubank are back and forth constantly. So, look, whatever the accusation is, it's part of the drama. I don't think it needs as much build-up as last time. I think everyone just loved that first fight. It was better, bigger and better than everyone expected. So, November will come around quite quick.
And, obviously two fighters coming in with two different objectives. One's looking to make sure that the procedure is parliamentary, whilst the other is looking to get some unfinished business. From your point of view, really, why do you think this fight was sort of made in the first place? And do you think that perhaps the fans will be treated to an even better fight?
Well, look, let's be honest. There's a huge financial incentive for both fighters. We talked about weight constantly, but look, it's a brilliant natural rivalry between. You obviously got the Eubank Sr. and Nigel Benn. That was wonderful fights, weren't they? And it sells. It sells. Look, they tried to get this fight on a few years ago. We know the reasons why it didn't happen. We've talked about weight. I'll go back to it. It was such a good first fight. There was always going to be this rematch. Now, in terms of both fighters looking to do things going forward, I don't really see where Eubank Jr. goes after this. I know he's extremely ambitious. He mentions Canelo a lot, but obviously Canelo losing to Crawford, we don't know. This is the perfect fight for him. Financially, it's the perfect fight for him. And that is the ultimate good night. We've won. We are the Eubanks if Eubank gets it again. But look, Benn was pretty impressive in that first fight. He was a lot better than I expected. And I was predominantly covering Conor's side in that build-up. So we all want to see it again. We will see it again in that stadium behind me.
And just last question from me, really, from anybody who hasn't seen the first fight and is looking to tune in for the rematch, why do you believe people should tune in for this rematch?
Well, you got the most incredible entrances from both fighters. It makes your hair stand on the back of your neck. I'm a big Tina Turner, Simply the Best fan. So when that came out, Eubank Jr., that was just incredible. Then, of course, it was a bit like WWE, wasn't it? When Eubank Sr. came out of the Eubank vehicle, whatever you want to call it. And in terms of the fight, it really lived up to expectations. Was it world class in terms of the athleticism? No. But was it top draw in terms of entertainment? Yes. And we can't wait to see it again.